In today's episode, we're exploring Lynnewood Hall, an abandoned Gilded-Age mansion with over 110 rooms. The mansion was built between 1897 and 1900 for Peter A.B. Widener, an industrial magnate who made his fortune investing in electric streetcars, U.S. Steel, and the Standard Oil Company. The mansion was one of the first significant structures designed by architect Horace Trumbauer, who went on to design dozens more opulent manors for other barons of the time. Inside, nearly every inch was adorned with tapestries, statues, pottery, and other examples of the finest luxury goods from across the world. The centerpiece of the house, however, was a massive art gallery comprised of priceless works from masters such as Raphael, Rembrandt, and Donatello. Peter had built one of the most extravagant homes in America for himself and his family, but they would only be able to enjoy its serenity for the next decade. In 1912, tragedy struck the Widener family when the RMS Titanic sunk on its maiden voyage. On board were Peter's son and grandson, George Dutton Widener and Harry Elkins Widener. Both perished in the accident. Distraught with grief, Peter himself would pass just a few years later in his bedroom at Lynnewood Hall. The massive family fortune, including the mansion, was left to his only surviving child, Joseph E. Widener. Joseph would carry on living in the mansion, raising his two children there. However, when he passed in 1943, no heirs were willing to take on the responsibility of maintaining the massive estate. The contents of Lynnewood Hall were auctioned off first, and later, in 1948, the mansion itself sold at auction for a mere $130,000. From here, the history of Lynnewood Hall starts to get messy. In 1952, the mansion was sold again, this time to a religious organization known as the Faith Theological Seminary, headed by a man named Carl McIntyre. McIntyre was a well-known fundamentalist leader, known for his staunch anti-communist and pro-Vietnam War positions. He converted the building to serve as a religious school, and many students lived within the mansion. By the 1990s, however, the costs of maintaining the property were too much to be paid off by incoming church tithes and student tuition. At risk of foreclosure, McIntyre turned to a wealthy graduate of the seminary, Dr. Richard Yoon, to pay off some of the multiple mortgages on the property. However, in 1996, after McIntyre continued to miss payments, Dr. Yoon became the sole owner of the mansion and reformed the seminary as a Korean church. Around this time period, preservationist groups began to notice items missing from the mansion, such as 4 large chandeliers, various fireplace mantles, a bronze statue that was once the centerpiece of a fountain, and even the front doors. While some point fingers at McIntyre's seminary and Dr. Yoon for selling off significant parts of the mansion, others credit them with possibly having saved the mansion from demolition, a fate that was met by the nearby White Marsh Hall, another one of Trumbauer's Gilded-Age mansions. In 2013, Lynnewood Hall was vacated by Dr. Yoon and his church. During this time, some preservationists anticipated the mansion entering foreclosure again so that it could be purchased for a reasonable price and hopefully restored. This never happened, and for years the building sat disused, protected by a pair of guard dogs living inside. At some point in the last year, however, the guard dogs were removed from the mansion, making it very easy for anyone to access. It didn't take long for word to spread, and soon Lynnewood Hall was plastered across social media. With this much attention, it didn't take long for the situation to devolve. Explorers began to notice items such as light fixtures disappearing. Vandalism began to ramp up, with windows and mirrors being smashed. Eventually, it was egregious enough that Dr. Yoon took action, and the property is now fully secured with a new security system. Ultimately, it's good that action was taken before any more irreversible harm could be done to the mansion. Every bit that the property degrades further is a step closer to sealing a fate of demolition. Anyway, with that lengthy introduction out of the way, it's finally time to venture inside Lynnewood Hall. We hope you enjoy coming along on this exploration of the most extravagant abandoned mansion in America.
If you like coffee, you need to check out the sponsor of this portion of today's video, Trade Coffee. With Trade, you can discover new coffees from the nation's best local roasters. Using Trade's quiz, you answer questions about how you like your coffee, and it will match you with your own personal selection. It'll ask you questions like how you brew your coffee, if you use milk or sugar, what level of roast you prefer, your favorite flavor profiles, if you want whole bean or ground, and finally, if you want caffeinated or decaf. You can then choose delivery frequency, and it will be sent out to you at peak freshness. When using Trade, you know the coffee will be high quality and fresh, and support small, local roasters. Trade also guarantees you'll love your first match, and if you don't for any reason, they'll ship you out a different bag for free. Trade has helped me discover new roasters and helps ensure that I'll always have a great cup of coffee. Trade is giving our viewers their first bag for free with free shipping when you sign up. Just use the link in the description to take the quiz and get matched with coffees for you.
There's barbed wire along the fence. Broken in a lot of places though.
The era that still has its original iron fence. All the
Really?
in this area, from this era, were sold for scrap metal for the war.
Wow.
It's higher than you think.
With our luck, they put the dogs back inside. Take the camera.
The dog hasn't come after me yet, so that's a good sign.
Did you say dog?
I said no, I said a dog hasn't come after me yet, so that's a good sign.
God, that's heavy.
It's really fucking dark.
I should have slick classroom.
Yeah.
Still waiting for it to get a little bit brighter before we start filming. We don't want to spoil the rooms for us in the dark. I'd rather see them first with natural light. So we're just waiting in this first room that looks like a classroom. Hymn books still open on the desks. Probably set up.
It's a bit set up.
Yeah.
I don't think a typewriter would be there. It's a bit set up.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's a bit set up.
So this mansion was used by a Catholic school or a Christian school of some kind?
Yep.
Which would explain all of the hymn books and stuff like this.
Yeah, these are all gospel books. There's a really old style hidden light panel. This would cover it.
Literally just blends right into the wall. You have to know where to push.
This would open.
It's broken. That's really cool.
It's late 1800s.
Oh shit. These fluorescents do not match with the vibe of the place at all.
These are clearly 50s fluorescents though, which is when it was bought by the church.
The fixtures are pretty old, yeah. It's creepy how they're flickering.
It's kind of nauseating.
Yeah, let's turn those off. I wasn't expecting power in here.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. The exterior lights were on, so.
True. The details in this door are just crazy. It's still pretty dark in the main lobby.
It's really dark.
The details are just overwhelming. And we're seeing this place with a lot of stuff removed too. Like, who knows what could be missing that we don't even know about.
A lot is missing. The original light fixtures and all that stuff would have been amazing. Right in the middle up there was an original stained glass skylight, but of course that was auctioned off and sold by the church who bought the building. It looks like vines covering.
Yeah, it's just everywhere you look, so much detail.
This room still has a lot of detail left too. Huge mirror above the fireplace.
There's something about really big mirrors that are really creepy.
There's like gold leaf painting or gold leaf paint on the trim piece along the ceiling. It's very reflective.
Even the little things like the mechanism to open that window are fully detailed.
Did you see the face up there?
No, I didn't.
It's a little creepy.
Even the inside of the fireplace is detailed. Like, they didn't skip a thing.
Even the door hinges.
There's some musical instruments up there.
Yeah.
I wonder if that had any relation to what this room was, or if it's just random detailing. And check the other doors. Those are more instruments, right?
Yeah, it looks like a tambourine.
Is that like a bagpipe?
Yeah. It does look like a bagpipe.
So I wonder if this was a music room.
Might have been.
It makes sense.
There's people in every corner.
We could spend so long in every room just focusing on
And
each
then-
detail.
There's like little angels surrounding those embossed people too.
Yeah, and I just noticed there's more instruments on the wooden molding. I love checkerboard flooring. Really went out of style, unfortunately. What a beautiful room, though. Such a grand main entrance.
There's faces in the corner of the main room too. Up by where the skylight used to be. The light fixture domes, the glass is gone.
Should have been some pretty crazy chandeliers there.
The same as the other side. The servant area. And the original kitchen.
Even this back staircase is just so ornate. You've got the exposed marble steps.
Original kitchen's really nice too.
So was this the main kitchen or just like the servants'
This
kitchen?
was the main kitchen. I mean,
Okay.
the servants were the only ones doing the cooking.
Right.
There's still a bunch of dishes in here. I'm sure not original, but
Yeah,
From
those
whoever-
don't look super old.
whoever last used the place.
Nice old cabinets. Tiled ceiling for easy cleaning. And marble walls. It's pretty incredible. It's a huge stove too. It's like double width.
Normal residential stove in front of it for some reason. This is like a more modern fridge compared to what looks like an icebox behind it. Or just a really old refrigerator.
It does look like an icebox, yeah.
Right? Like the bottom part would be for ice or something.
Yeah, I think so. This room has a lot of crap just stored in it. A lot of baby stuff.
There's a hidden door back here by this bookcase. And this door was curved, so it would like blend in.
I mean, you can see the hinges on it, so it's not that hidden.
Well, it's a bookcase and there's like fake books in it.
Yeah. Wait, really? Those are fake books?
Yeah. It looks kind of like a hidden door bookcase thing to me. Like you would not expect that to be a doorway. Like these are fake books.
Is one of them like the button
No, I
to
wish.
open it? Wow, that's really interesting. Let's see what's back here. A bathroom. So basically this is like step one to entering the Chamber of Secrets. That's weird. More fake books in that one.
Yeah.
No secret door though.
Nope.
This room over here looks kind of modernized.
Yeah, that is just drywall. You could see it where it sticks
Yeah.
out over the original.
Wow, they
Molding.
really ruined this room.
Just drywalled over.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you could see the molding up there, and the drywall just sticks out. And around the doorways, you can see where they added the drywall over the original walls. I wonder if it's still underneath it.
There's like a smaller room back here. Oh, this one's still pretty nice. It looks mostly original.
Yeah, this one's nicer.
Brian just said this room's all right, but like if we encountered this room in any other place, we would be like, holy cow, this is amazing. But it's definitely a bit overshadowed in this place.
Yeah.
These ceilings are so tall. That's like what, 16 feet? 18 feet? They're big. I think it's getting brighter in here now. This one still has the light fixtures. They're just globes, but still pretty cool.
Yeah, these are the these are some of the only original intact fixtures still here.
Wow. This room looks insane. Holy cow. This looks like it would have been a ballroom that they converted into their chapel.
Yeah.
There's more faces in the ceiling, of course. Yeah, I could spend a while in this room. More embossed art on the ceiling. Like that's not just painted, it's actually 3D.
You see these like little angel or children or whatever they are? They have their feet hanging over the edge.
Cherubs, is that what they call them?
I don't know. Should I turn the lights on?
That might not be a bad idea if we can get the lights on in here.
The paint gets really reflective, so it might want...
Yeah. It's really dark right now though. My camera is maxed out.
So dark.
They're all on their own light switch. Wow. Okay.
See more.
Yeah. It's like a little less moody in here now, but you can actually see things on the camera without focus going crazy. Well, now that the lights are on in here, I can actually tell that I was completely wrong about this being 3D embossed. It's actually completely flat. It just has really good shading.
You can see mold is like in the paint.
Are you just chilling, admiring?
This border around the main art piece also has faces and flowers and like vine leaves in them. It's pretty crazy. When collecting art wasn't enough and you needed the building itself to be an art piece to house your art.
I think all the faces and statues and stuff is what gave old buildings a reputation for being creepy and haunted. Old mansions, at least. You can see all the way to the dining hall from here. A chapel was actually the third purpose that this room served. Originally, this was the library, but shortly after losing his son and grandson in the Titanic, Widener converted it into a ballroom. Perhaps he was hoping that throwing parties and filling the mansion with life would help distract his grieving mind. enjoy the ambiance in there a lot more with the lights off. So I am going to do that.
It's really dark.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those rooms that you just want to sit in for a while and soak it in. You want to check out downstairs or upstairs first? Probably downstairs.
Yeah, we can do a floor at a time.
Okay.
There's the basement too. So I looked up the
Looks
floor
really dark.
plan.
Yeah.
That one is a fake door. This one was a real door, but whatever's behind it connects from
Okay.
the other side.
Basement looks really dark. Let's head this way first. You can smell all the books.
Old wet paper.
Yep. These are interesting rooms. Just
Yeah.
bedrooms, perhaps?
I think this was the original library in here.
Oh, okay.
So like all the bookcases and stuff were in here original.
Looks like they were offices for the church, probably.
Definitely.
What is going on in this painting? They had a branch in Pakistan. Wow. This was a very international congregation.
Whole nativity scene in here.
Now this is a tiny bedroom. Looks almost like a student dorm or something. The bathroom for this room is literally bigger than the bedroom. You can see right where they subdivided this. Just stuck up a wall. It's like another little classroom.
There's a whole classroom here, but in this like original looking wardrobe that's built in is a whole mirror, like, you know, like a dressing mirror, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, they just left a lot of the original stuff in, thankfully. This room's really dark. There's more damp, rotting books over here.
These are all religious books.
Yeah, church dogmatics.
Yep. Jesus and the World of Judaism. A reader in political theology. Faith and science in an unjust world.
check out the basement. Men's lounge is somewhere down here, apparently.
This is a thick door.
Oh yeah, this was probably their vault.
It's definitely a vault.
Keep all of their extra valuable family stuff down here.
This is a nice vault. And this was like, you can tell this was for collectibles with these almost like display cases.
Yeah.
Like these are
Black shelves.
basically display cases, glass windows with a black shelf behind it. I think this was for auctioning and stuff. Stop the building.
Apparently the building resembles Longleat of Bath, England, which was built in 1738 and patterned after the Versailles, France. There are 90 rooms and 19 baths. So the 110 room number is a combination of bathrooms and other rooms. But technically, that's 109 rooms, not 110. Somebody rounded up somewhere along the way.
In the lobby and some other stuff, maybe.
Maybe. I love the vaulted ceilings in here.
Wow.
It's kind of creepy though.
These are some moldy books. Disgusting.
What is this? Multigraph Corporation? Addressograph? Is it for addressing mail pieces?
Maybe. That would make sense for that name. Multigraph folder.
It's old, whatever it is.
Yeah.
These rooms are all kind of small down here. And plain. It's the basement, so it makes sense. This room's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's weird how there's windows, but there's like no light coming in through there. Weird vibes in this room. I'm getting out of here. What's back there? It looks really dank though with the mold. I don't know if we should go in there. I'm going anyway. It looks
Utility
like utility stuff. Bunch of old fuses right here.
Keeps going. Well, I think these are stairs down. Oh man, this is like the fucking catacombs.
Really?
What the fuck?
Where is this going?
It keeps going.
What if this goes all the way to the guest house? It goes in that direction,
I don't know.
right? Hold on. Which we should be going out the front of the house. That goes towards the post office. It's probably gonna be flooded. Let's just confirm it's flooded so we don't have to go down there.
It's not flooded.
It's not flooded. Are we actually gonna explore this? This is so weird. Fuck it, let's go. We'll end the first half of our exploration at this convenient cliffhanger, but stay tuned for part 2 coming out next week. Some of the most fascinating rooms in the mansion have yet to be seen. Consider subscribing so you won't miss it.
Thanks to Trade Coffee for sponsoring a portion of this video. Use the link in the description to get your first bag of coffee for free.